What's up, everybody? It's your favorite flying saucer's favorite nerd, and today we are looking at Hasbro's Generations Legends class Cosmos and whatever this worthless fella's name is. And there's a lot of good and a lot of bad with this one. So let's just get in. I guess we can get rid of him first. So same thing, hinged shoulders and nothing else articulation-wise. There is some interesting stuff going on with his transformation, but maybe we'll deal with that in a bit. This fella, I love like how he felt out of the box. I love how angular he is. Like, you know, I dig that overall look. The problem is that the feet, my main problem anyway, is that the feet kind of have to be in a certain spot, which makes him hunch over a bit. Let me see if I can't get this shoulder out of the way to show you what I'm talking about. You know, like an ATST, if you know what I'm saying. You know, where I kind of want him to be able to stand more stoically. And, well, there you go. But for the, you know, it's hard to, you know, if he's not kind of hunched over, it's hard to get him to stand. There's a lot of paint going on. You know, it's a nice job. Paint down here. You know, there's 3 different types of paints there. You know, and I think this is a white plastic for the head. I'm not sure why they chose that. And then 3 different paints on the head. And then we got yellow and then the red Autobot symbol placed nicely. And I like these little guns here on the side of his hips. I kind of dig that. You know, he cleans up well. Like, it's a really good job. You know, it really is. It's just that his standing kind of, it's like, it's one of those things where, like, it's so good except for one thing, but that one thing is kind of major. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that scumbag broke up with my cousin.
Bridget? Really?
Yeah, he's a jerk and an idiot.
Yeah. He'd have to be. She's hot. And smart. And cool. Talented. Looks like she's gonna go places. Why'd you break up with her?
Just because of a little medical condition.
I didn't know she had a medical condition.
Yeah, since she was a teenager.
What is it?
Just herpes.
I definitely would recommend them for $10. Let's do. There you go. Now that's a little bit better. It's just, you know, I have a hard time posing him the way I want him. Size comparisons wise, here he is with Swerve. Make Toys Swerve. You know, there he is with iGear's Cosmos. So, you know, he does stand up pretty well to him. It's G1 counterpart. iGear's Huffer. Hinch. Skids. So, you know, he's a decent size. He really is. Now let's get down to the bare bones. You know, much better than the G1 in the sense of you know, growth and whatnot. Good job there. We'll take him out. Now these two. This is a situation where to me it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. They both have problems standing. I think the overall aesthetic of him might be better. You know, like the angles and everything looks good. But he looks a little bit more beefier and imposing, and like he should be taken a little bit more seriously. And his alt mode is you know, a little bit better done. The transformation's a little bit more interesting here. And it's just, this is a hard choice. You know, I think that it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. They're both good options. I think I'm going to stick with him just because I like the size, the overall girth of him a little bit more, so to speak. You know, I can't fault anyone for choosing. It's, and I like his weapon, you know, so, I don't know. It's a tough call. It's really a tough call. I don't necessarily think there's a right or wrong answer here. This comes down to personal taste and budget. So yeah, well done, Hasbro. I guess I got to give credit when credit's due. Articulation-wise, head is on a swivel, tight joint. We got ball-jointed hinge shoulders, so you can get a lot of articulation out of him, which is cool. Waist is on a very tight and doesn't feel quite right swivel. Hips are on ball joints. Elbows are on ball joints, giving you 90 degrees. Double jointed knees due to transformation, but, you know, I would have liked something for the wrist maybe, but let's get him to stand. Overall, good unit. This, we got hinged shoulders, so that's kind of a bummer. But that's kind of what we come to expect. And size comparison wise, there he is with Scoop's Target Master and with Cosmos, so all along the same lines. Transformation wise, let's start with him because there's a little bit more interesting stuff going on here. You can flip this down and you got his space shuttle mode. Kind of goofy. But gun wise, you flip out his handle there, and then you flip these back, and then you can slide that up, and you got a double-barreled kind of unit. And this one, yes, it's a little big, yes, it's a little too big, but it's not hateful. This probably looks the most natural weapon looking wise that I've seen Hasbro do thus far in this new Target Master kind of obsession they have. The only real problem is that it's a little heavy and his joints don't support it that well, but pretty good. So let's take that off and we'll transform him back into Space Shuttle and we'll set him to the side. The head, and I will say, you see like we got paint chipping off the head there on the red. It's because of the transformation of the head. You just push it down and lift up this back flap here. And then my suggestion or recommendation is to get the arm situated. Now it's a lot of hinges and ball joints, so you know what you kind of got to do is realize that this tab here is where the back tabs into. So bring this up. I'm sorry if you didn't see that. Bring this up like this, hinge it back. That tabs in. And then you got to get the whole green piece here below the main body of the spaceship. Plug that in there. So once again, hinge up, plug in, bring down below, plug in. And that's half of them. You got to swivel this about, and that will come done. And this, kind of obvious how the legs go together. And then turn them 180, plug in there, 180, plug in there, and there you have him. And there's the spaceship. And he's good. Like, I like the yellow accents here, and I like the yellow paint there, even though it's a little, kind of a shoddy job. But would have liked a little bit more paint and less of this. But overall, it's pretty good, I must say. I like the guns here. It's cool with little accents, little sharp points. It's very cool. This is a solid purchase. I like this one actually better than I like Swerve. My only real complaints with this guy is getting him to stand and the paint that's wearing off the head due to transformation. But he's pretty cool. People have been asking, can you plug him into the iGear stand anyway? And the answer is not really. So, no flight stand. Would have been nice to have a flight stand instead of this guy, to be honest, wouldn't it? But yeah, that's him in a nutshell. And I'm not going to transform my iGear one right this second. I'm kind of pressed for time, but I will give you the, G1. And there you have it. It's pretty cool. This is a good purchase. It's only $10. So I like this better than all the Age of Extinction stuff that I've messed with so far. So that's my thoughts. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Till next time, take care.